Sometimes a picture says more than words ever could. But what if the story behind that picture is darker than you imagined? In today's video, we are diving into the unsettling backstories of two of the creepiest photos ever taken. From an island haunted by dolls to a market selling something no one should ever buy. Our first story takes us to Mexico, to a place known as La Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls. This remote island, hidden deep in the canals, is covered with the hundreds of decaying dolls. Their lifeless eyes staring into the nothingness, but why are they there? It all began with a man named Don Julian Santelberria. Legend has it that in the 1950s, Don Julian moved to the island to live in solitude. One day, he discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal. Floating near her was a doll. Don Julian, overwhelmed with guilt for not being able to save her, hung the doll in a tree as a form of respect. The story does not end there. Don Julian became convinced that the girl's spirit haunted the island. To appease her restless soul, he began collecting dolls, hanging them everywhere. Some he found floating in the canals. He scavenged from trash heaps. Over time, the island turned into a grotesque shrine of decaying dolls, their bodies weathered by time and the elements. Locals who visited reporting hearing whispers, the giggle of a child, and even the doll's eyes following them. In 2001, something even more chilling happened. Don Julian himself was found dead, floating in the same canal. To this day, visitors claim the island is alive with supernatural energy. And the dolls, they are more than just lifeless. They were said to house the spirits of the dead. Our second story takes us back in time to one of the darkest periods of human history, the Russian famine of 1921. This was not just a famine, it was a catastrophic event that focused people into unimaginable desperation. And one haunting photograph captures the grim reality of that time. This photo, taken during the height of the famine, shows market vendor in Soviet Russia, but they are not selling fruits or vegetables. They are selling human remains. Yes, you heard that right. The famine caused by a combination of war, drought, and government policies left millions starving. Villages were wiped out, and families turned to eating whatever they could find grass, tree, bark, and eventually each other. Some people even began selling the bodies of the dead as food in the market. This chilling photo is a stark reminder of how far humanity can fall. The Soviet government tried to suppress the truth about the famine, but evidence photograph eventually surfaced, revealing the full extent of the horror. To this day, as one of the most disturbing image of the human desperation. Two images, two stories, each more haunting than the last. These photos remind us of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of history. Whether it is the silent spirits on an island or the devastating cost of human desperation. If you enjoyed this dive into the unsettling, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more creepy tales. Let me know in the comments what's the scariest photo you have ever seen. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.